welcome to Jadekine Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 28th session of the New Divines Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Terry, down there, he's being played by David this time. The old man is being portrayed by Bob, Stan by Eric. Rolfur here is played by Austin, and Billy is still being played by Ryan. Your game master today is me, I'm Adam. And last time, a dragon attacked Dahlport. And these guys took it out. Didn't they?
Oh, like a nice dinner, steak dinner.
I was there the whole time.
Totally there the whole time, according to the speech that was given.
Hey, gotta get some tricks in.
And so as we finished, it was getting towards evening, and probably Terry and Rolfur were both working to organize things of gathering information of who's died and all of that, sort of preparing as if, to allow at least some level of resurrection as available. Alice, would put forth some of her followers who died, who are children, to probably be prioritized in that availability.
Probably some of the first to be brought out.
Yeah. And as it does, as the sun begins to set, with the time of year and the chill in the air, there's a slight bit of frost that kind of starts developing on some of the wetter surfaces. As in the evening, it is quite cold here.
Good, it'll keep the bodies fresh.
And many of the people that live in this city have homes that have been smashed and are missing walls or ceilings or other. But we'll get back to you guys to deal with that in a second, because while you're dealing with that, the old man popped his way out of the city and ahead of the group of looters that he saw leaving the city right away, he's made his way some distance, getting plenty of ground ahead of them, to locate the dragon's horde. Would need you to make a investigation.
Ooh, I rolled well. Where is my sheet? Goodness gracious. Come here. There you are. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. Not insight, but investigation. That's 32.
32. Yeah, you can manage to locate that. You find a particularly old and gnarled tree, and you're halfway walking, zooming past it at the point where you're like, no, there was something off about that. And in the base and the root structure of the tree is like hollowed out, like dug through into a bit of an underground hovel sort of set beneath the tree that kind of winds down into a little bit of a set, not like earthen cave below the ground, that you're able to, do you just pop down to the bottom of, or there's a hole that goes down that is clearly big enough for the dragon to have crawled in and out of.
Can I try to disguise the entrance? Hide it better.
Yeah, it'll take a bit of time. More than skill, it'll just take time to gather things around big enough to hide it, unless you have something.
I mean, I've got... Wait, let me check.
Unless you want to rip trees up out the ground and just put them on top of them, giant ape man.
Yeah, all of my cleric spells that I've actually picked don't really help me with that,
yeah.
So...
You put some time into it.
Yeah, I mean, as I was going, how far behind do I think the others are? Are they, at least at half a day?
Probably. You're around... Probably about 10 miles outside of the city, maybe a little more.
Okay, so I've got probably at least an hour.
Oh, yeah.
2 hours.
No, you think you have the time. You're just...
Okay.
You're definitely getting into nightfall at the point where you've...
That's fine, I have dark vision.
Yeah. But by the time you're actually getting down into there.
Okay. Do I need to roll some nature of... I don't even know what that would be.
I mean, because of the wildness of the area, it's not a difficult thing to hide. It's just literally gathering the stuff to hide it with.
Okay. Yeah, so after I do that, I'm going to make my way down, checking for traps as I go.
Well, I mean, it kind of just drops down into a pit that kind of just falls from the look of about 50 feet down, from what you can tell from the top.
Okay, bat.
Okay. Yeah, and it drops down in that distance, and then probably around 10 feet up from that is the first sort of small passage that winds out of it. And then about another 10 feet up from it on the other side, there's a larger passage that goes like about 20 feet off the bottom of this pit. Is sort of a little tunnel that goes off into the side.
I'm gonna check the large one first.
The large one kind of goes down a bit and opens up into a large chamber, and not quite shining in the darkness, but you can see just the mound of treasure.
Excellent. Portable hole.
Okay.
Turn into giant monkey man and take desk out.
Okay.
Begin stuffing with treasure. I also want to keep my eye out for magical arms and armor and things of that nature as well. I have detect magic.
You need to make a luck check for me.
I don't like luck. Can't I use investigation instead?
No, because it's whether or not something's here, not do you find it.
Don't like luck. Luck is dump stat. Can't convince me otherwise. 9. With my plus 0, I get a 9. For the record, if I come across magical bags, they don't go in the hole until I've figured out what they are. Like, let's just put that up front.
Yeah. Doesn't that create bad bears? Does that in this version of the game or not?
It launches all of your stuff out into the astral realm, and you lose your portable hole. And the bag. Everything's gone.
Oh, okay, so they nerfed the piss out of everything else, but they kept that one extreme harsh penalty for one simple mistake.
You don't get sucked into the astral realm anymore.
Oh, okay, so they nerfed it a little bit. Okay,
it's just your stuff that you lose, not yourself.
That is the harshest set of penalties I've ever heard for something like that.
Yeah, they really don't like you stacking dimensional spaces.
No nesting your bags.
Yeah, no, none of that.
Thanks to the loop, stop that.
And now, any creature within 10 feet gets sucked through. I thought that was still there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, any creature within 10 feet.
Yeah, they just don't like that. Don't do
that's
it.
That's how you weaponize them.
What's it look about? He's a teleporter that just has bags on him. What? It just smash them together every time it gets near you. Actually, is that viable? Doesn't actually sound that bad.
You have to be an artificer.
And that's why artificers with 2 bags of holes.
Like, with those little god powers, when you just need your,
You can, if you have, I believe it's a plane shift, you can get out of it, but...
Yeah, you need plane shift.
Other than that, you're pretty screwed.
So you find 3 what look like potions of healing. We know that's completely reliable. And you do find 1 bag. As far as the actual items. Otherwise...
Nope. There it is. Good lord. Okay, so 3. Just gonna put quotes around it. healing. That is okay.
Supposedly.
As far as looking for other things that are not simply coin, you find 24 emeralds. And then we get to coin.
I would have laughed if that was rubies.
I don't know if emeralds are actually used for anything.
No idea. They are money, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
How many... I'm going to quick search for many of you while I'm calculating this. How many coins can he fit in a portable hole? And also, are you investigating the bag since you're not putting it into it?
Yes.
I'd say between 5 and 10 million.
It's a 10-foot by 10-foot square. I have a few things in there. Like, right now I have 6 bars of gold, 500 feet of rope, a cute little unicorn, 288 bolts of musket, a heavy crossbow, a regular crossbow, or a light crossbow, I guess would be what it is, and 80 gold of diamond.
So 80 gold. So 10 by 10 minus all the space, square footage or cubic space that all takes up. We need to figure out how much coins fit in that space. So
Yeah.
leave in the comments what you think below.
Apparently, people who did the calculations found out that portable holds can hold like millions of
Okay.
gold.
Then we are good.
Yeah, we have definitely some nerds out there who crunch those numbers for real.
That's what I figured. That's why I was like, just someone do a search.
Yeah.
Then,
It's like 17.
44,000 per cubic foot.
then as you start raking things in, while you would not be able to access it, is it 34,000? You could set up where you would bury your desk, and you would have to take all the gold out beforehand. But you think you
It's
can?
approximately 40 million.
But you could. You find that this treasure hoard isn't as deep as it is spread out.
Okay, so I can keep my desk.
You can keep your desk. You just cannot get to the desk or really probably anything until.
I'll fill up some of the drawers.
Yeah. And keeping our numbers simple, you get 2,300 platinum. You get 19,000 gold.
Woohoo!
19,000 gold.
You get 17,000 silver. And 16,000 copper.
Yeah, we'll definitely do kill more dragons for David.
And like that was the magical items that I found is what I found for magical items because
Yes.
of my bad rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are some what looks like collection of paintings, but it looks like they are just covered in like rot and mold from being kept in this damp environment.
Okay. Unfortunate. Okay. So
We can repair those.
Mending. Does it restore the value of the art if you mend it? Does it replicate the brush strokes, the subtle blend of texture and color?
doesn't matter. I'm not taking it with me. So that's like this entire hoard. Was it the backpack? Did I find anything in it, or is it?
Yes. You open up the backpack. And there are another 16 emeralds stored within this bag of holding.
Emeralds, and it is a bag of holding.
Yep. And like the contents of an adventuring kit.
that's everything here
That is everything here.
that I found.
In this,
I
in
do
this,
have detect magic going, so if there's something hidden under the muck, I could see it. But I'm guessing that's everything in this cave.
that is everything in this cave. Yes.
I'm going to search out for more caves.
Okay. There was that smaller cave entrance.
Yeah, I'm
Those
going.
are-
I'm going there too.
So exploring, through there, you find the bodies of 4 partially eaten, we'll call them adventurers.
I like that.
Any essential gear on them smashed and broken, or perhaps some of it was a few of the things that were taken up top. But and you also find from them what looks like a spot, like you find a broken, open, like dragon egg that it make an insight.
I have insight. I think I have nature too, and history.
Rather than
I have
insight.
history, not nature, but yeah, insight. Okay, so I got a 22 because I rolled a 6. And I get
You
plus.
gather
It
from
gets
this that it from the way that this looks like, it looks like they, from where maybe probably this was sat and kept, that this was a group that was trying to steal a dragon egg and dropped and broke it, killing the still embryonic baby within. This doesn't look like it could have been more than, I don't know, a day ago.
Okay, I'm gonna search the rest of the cave for more eggs.
Oh, we figured out what made the dragon mad.
This is the solitary egg from.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
But you're able to
a
search
number-
the back of it and find where it had been kept, and
It looked like it was just nestle space for one.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to search the rest of the area to make sure I don't miss any money.
okay, make an investigation check.
Yay! Oh, no, you don't. Little bugger tried to run off on me. 27.
27. You find that it looks like when the dragon was like shaking one of the bodies of the adventurers, their coin pouch had flown across the room, and there are 6 more gold pieces in it.
19,006 gold.
Thank you. I enjoyed that addition.
Okay, I am then going to leave, and I'm going to try to slick up the descent so anyone who makes it through my camouflage slips and falls. Oh, I've got oil. I'm going
You
to
don't
oil it.
First off, you can't access your oil.
Yes, I
It's
can.
buried.
Is it in your portable hole?
No, I took them out.
Okay. But you don't need to do that. That's
I
what the
love it.
hole is literally designed for.
Okay, can I up the DC for the trap?
Make a survival check.
I don't know if I have survival. Do I have survival? I was a king. I don't know why I would. I don't have survival. 15.
I mean, there's some oil there now. At the very least, it's gone from a slippery trap to a slippery trap that if they're smoking at the time, they'll catch themselves on fire.
We've all seen how effective the grease spell can be.
Okay, I'm gonna remove my oil. Yeah, and then...
But I love the idea that not only do you want them not to be able to get the treasure, but you want to punish them for trying.
It's funny!
I mean, it's a death fall. It's 50 feet. Any commoner's dead.
Haha, you die.
If a commoner's going in a dragon's den, I mean, do they...
The dragon is dead.
Okay, as I'm flying my way out,
Yep.
just walking my way downtown, doo, 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 doo. And then I bamf back to the city. As like, doo, 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 doo.
Yeah, okay. So you're working your way back.
The person that I find closest to the dragon's den,
Mhm.
I'm gonna stop in front of and tell him it's already been cleared out and it's dangerous. This is your reward for being second, and then I leave.
Do you try to persuade them of that?
Sure. No, you don't. Oh, yes, you did. You wee bugger. That was a 7 and a 2, so the 7 turns into a 10, and that's 26.
They sigh.
I'm like, you want a quick ride back to the city?
Sure.
Prom date.
I regret this.
I'm magic.
Well, at least he has more reasons to believe you now.
You know what the more interesting thing about that is? He would have told other people on his walk back.
Unfortunate.
Some of them wouldn't have believed him because they're like, "Oh, you got it secondhand. That person was certainly lying to you." We believe it, you believe it, but some of them would be like,
No, they just hear this Doppler going across the field.
What was that?
Nope, one of them gets saved.
Yep. Otherwise, the rest of you back in the city,
Making my way downtown.
what are you doing as far as people now, for the room that the king has, most of his focus is bringing in the families, pretty much of all of the guards that use the barracks there, and just basically opening up the space for many people that are related to those that work within, the guards, the cooks, laying out what he has of spare bedding into like the big central like audience chamber, making it sort of a
over the top.
because other than like the courtyard gate, like the actual structure of the palace does not seem to have been targeted.
Well,
At least the dragon had to stay.
Terry is going to keep busy on getting any building that is able to be quickly restored via fabricate done so. He's gonna, unless he's interrupted, he's gonna spend his entire day moving around, casting 10-minute fabricate.
How many of those do you have left?
Fabricate is now one of my cleric spells, or my forge spells.
Okay. Because I know you had.
I love the Forge domain.
And
It's my favorite domain.
Since everyone you said some people have raised dead, I'm gonna up the ante since it doesn't matter, since it's just spell slots, and I need to use that other ability, not spell slots. Warlock higher ability. What's it called? Mystic Arcanum. Use resurrection on the most squished guy I can find, because that restores body parts and whatnot.
Someone who had the wall fall on him.
Yeah, like Humpty Dumpty, he's not coming back. Hold on, I got this. All right.
Literally resurrect somebody that, like a child that was eaten.
Yep.
Over the telepathic link to Terry, since he's the one organizing a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
I say, tell people who need a place to stay for the night to come to the chocolate factory.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a factory with lots of open floor space.
There is. And in telling them that, you do...
I'm on my way to the chocolate factory. That's where I'm headed.
Yeah. You find that there are a number of people, some word has already gotten around for them to head towards the Royal Guild of Confectioners and Chocolatiers. Because apparently the Bog Trotter Bakery has opened up similar accommodations through their facility.
Very good. Bog Trotter's a good man, Slugworth.
You'll have to shut down, you'll not be able to sell anything that's been through there until you've cleaned up after that.
It's true.
Watch me.
I'll sell it anyway, sucker.
New flavor.
I'll sell it to the people that aren't there.
Though, as you are working on fabricating some things, you do find some of Slugworth's employees that have skills associated with it out and about trying to clear rubble. A lot of the work right now, and some of those that are not busy with helping the people not of that skill set are just of strength of trying to move rubble out of the city. Few of the fully downed walls that are clear are basically been designated as spots where they're heading towards to get it outside the the city wall, just to get the garbage out of the way. And but beyond that, old man returns to the city. It's quite late, but
I look at the kid, the guy who I go, where do you live?
Oh, I'm just around the corner. I'm good. Thank you. Who are you?
I look at him and go, pleasure to meet you. I am the old man. And I disappear.
Weird old man.
What a sucker.
I'm just gonna go on top of the roof
Dear
of another
Billy.
house. I'm gonna go on top of the roof to another house and watch him go home.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put 16,000 copper in front of his door.
Might as well, right?
I mean, people are like walking through. Like that takes a while. That's an almost that takes your night. That's you not sleeping tonight.
Okay, I
because
won't
it's
do it.
all mixed together. That is not separated.
Rude. David, I need you to use the fabricate to separate the coinage.
Will do.
Come on, Adam. You're just telling me that
That's
Dragon
not
did
what
not
that
have
spell
equal
does.
piles.
I didn't think so.
This is my shiny gold pile. This is my shiny copper pile.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, you can use fabricate to make stacks.
Stacks on stacks on stacks.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna use fabricate to make a corn separator.
No, you don't know why. Point of order, Adam. Before I dumped all the coin in there, I did remove the things of rubies from the desk because I need to give it to David.
Oh, I figured that was in like your pocket or something, anyways. So that's
No,
fine.
no, I'm now wearing the backpack, so I threw stuff in the backpack.
Yeah, probably put both the gems, all the gems in there.
Yeah, all the gems are in my backpack.
Probably picked out a handful of platinum of easy access that's just in there.
Yeah, I'll fix it up later.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I go to Billy Bonka's.
Otherwise, yeah, so you're, I guess, kind of meeting all there. When you get to the factory, and you go to push open the door, and it's just blankets on the floor, some cots.
Oh, have people arrived?
Yeah.
Okay. When people arrive, I'm going to have them kind of all organize at the entrance.
I mean, it's not like they all arrive at once. People are gradually going to arrive over many hours.
Oh, okay. Anyway, when people begin to arrive then,
yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up a mansion right there at the entrance of the factory, and I'll go ahead and set up the mansion in such a way that it can accommodate as many people as the floor space of the spell allows me to.
Okay.
It can feed them too.
Yeah, it can feed them, it can keep them warm, and it can actually make the beds they need to have that.
Yep. So that's what I do when I cast a spell, is I create a place for them to have
So
food.
you don't actually let anyone in that makes it where you don't have to
clean the
Yeah,
factory.
it's Billy's magnificent field hospital.
Yes.
Bog Trotter's Bakery is accommodating people just throughout the building and factory space, and they're going to deal with the losses themselves later.
Yeah.
Also, of the larger buildings here, it looks like it did minimal damage to any big structures. On your factory, one of the towers, one of the smokestacks or whatever, is basically the only thing that was damaged. larger structures, it did not seem to target primarily. It went after much of the smaller, and by that poorer, that it was able to very quickly cause huge devastation and damage to.
Well, it's not surprising it went after the children.
But otherwise, yeah. So there's some people, some Goompas bundled up outside, directing people into the mansion that's sort of set near the front gate of the when you arrive.
So I do that, and I'm gonna go check on Chuck and try to take stock of what's gone down. Thankfully, the factory only had kind of superficial damage done to it.
Yeah.
Yes, I walk in. Do I see Terry or
No.
you're not? Oh, you're not at the work. Oh no,
Nope.
yeah, I don't know where you went.
In fact, Terry would ask Stan, can you save a greater restoration for me tomorrow morning so that I can work through the night?
I think that uses up one of his spots that is also...
Yeah, what do you need this for?
So that I can continue rebuilding the city through the night.
You just sleep 8 hours?
Because isn't it the same slot that he would then have to use to raise someone from the dead?
Yeah.
So that's the question, is one person being raised from the dead worth 8 hours of fabricates?
I have greater restoration.
He's got you.
You got me?
That's probably better.
Rolfur, you got me?
I have greater restoration.
I go
Yeah,
to
but-
bed
You
and sleep
Yeah, but-
like a baby.
Please tell me in your mind. I just see the hand slowly go up. I
Yeah,
go, guys.
I didn't use any.
Okay.
I am out of those spots, but I do have more spell slots.
Yeah, well,
And I
save
think it's
me-
in the morning that you need it
Yeah.
anyways, so...
Yeah, I need it in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, cool.
I've had a long day. I've worked really hard.
Stan, you can keep busy the entire night, Stan, as there are more and more people that you find that are injured, needing healing. You find again many more people that have kept. Basically, hours later are only just first coming out of the rubble of their homes to see if things have actually passed that did not get swept up in the initial thing because they were hidden. They were afraid.
I'll be right back. My camera went off.
Nah, that looks just like you.
But otherwise, the night progresses.
And they were afraid was the last I heard.
Yeah, so you spend the night healing people. Terry rebuilding. Everyone else sleep.
Yeah.
Yep. I've worked very hard. I need Betty
Yep.
by time.
You have a slight thought as you cast your magnificent mansion that, in that moment, someone got a really weird surprise in a hotel room.
Ah.
Huh?
Because it would have been still less than 24
right,
hours,
the tree.
and there would have been a tree that all of a sudden jumps out of the room. Because the mansion, when the door is closed, it's hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one sees it. Yeah.
So they're just in their room and...
Minding their business.
Snozberries.
Schnoz. Did you at least leave a few on the tree for them?
Yeah. Let's leave them so they know what a snozberry tastes like.
They taste like snozberries.
Yes.
Everyone knows that the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Eric, your camera's just doing that if you didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you're here.
He's trying to...
Yeah, I'm trying to get back on. There it goes.
Okay.
Okay. I had to go into my system and reset the camera. It gets wonky.
So...
Could I resurrect more? I got resurrected my camera.
Okay. We're starting here.
So, how many long rests, or how many, on once per long rest could I get in per 24 hours?
Once per long rest.
That's
Yeah.
once per
Long
dawn.
rest is like you have to sleep for 8 hours to get it. That you have to take a
So
long
how many
You can
short
only
rests?
take a single long rest in a day.
24-hour period. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Since I want to resurrect one super squish during that time.
Anyways,
That's what we're calling them now. Super squishes.
oh no. Very sorry.
If
for
they
your
were
loss.
super squished, yeah, because Raise Dead doesn't fix that.
Raise Dead don't fix super squish.
The
Since they're
Resurrection does.
inanimate, can we use mending since they're not, alive?
Yeah. Is a corpse an object? Can I mend
Yeah.
a corpse and then raise it?
Are we allowed to use mending on corpses? Do we have to do flesh to stone?
I do have Dance
And then
Macabre, so it
mend
could
them?
raise them in mass, and if you could mend them,
Like, how
surface,
horrifying do we have to be to get this done?
You're a monster. Also, man, it does not want you guys to get followers.
Nope.
All
I
of
wish
us?
I could use my.
Well,
luck
so
points on it.
far, Billy and Terry have both rolled 1s on a d12 and a d20.
Sucks.
You should be re-rolling those.
Nah. Unless he gets to re-roll the 20s, he doesn't get to re-roll the 1s. I agree with that. I don't want him.
It
re-rolling
likes Stan,
some
though.
20s. Of course it does. He's the healing man.
Oops, I got popular during a healing phase.
Doesn't make much sense to me. But then again, you are very small.
Yeah, I want to meet whoever can do the resurrection spell in this world. If they're pulling off level 7 spells, now we need to talk.
With that, too, it barely liked Old Man either.
Well,
Yeah,
as long as I get 12.
It really liked you.
Okay, so Billy, you get 101 followers. Terry, you get 101 followers.
See, that's pretty good.
Stan, you get 270 followers. Rolfur, you get 171 followers. And the Old Man, you get 111 followers.
Okay, so that's 1,099. Yeah, they didn't like me.
That's plenty to get us up to the thing we need.
Not
Oh,
for
I
me.
needed 12.
No,
Yeah,
probably.
like that.
David, you're still not there?
No, I'm a long ways off.
Oh, that sucks, bud. That's in the words of Zuko. That's real rough, bud.
That's tough, buddy.
Otherwise,
Yeah, this
Work.
is not my campaign. Miss out on the dragon fight.
This just wasn't your
Attack
day.
me. All kinds of shit.
So, you spend time basically probably following around people clearing rubble and fabricating from bits there. There's some you can even do with rubble. With the fabricate, you can probably recarve some of it.
Yep.
In ways that are not practical for a real person, but for the spell.
Hey, look at that.
Otherwise, when morning finally arrives,
Because if that put Stan over top, that should get him raised dead at will.
Yeah.
Okay, what? No, sorry, I had to sprint. My cat was puking.
Whoops. If that put your follower count over 1,000, that gives you your 9th level domain spells, which gets you
I
right
get.
dead. Since you don't consume resources, you can just start casting that every hour now.
Hold on, how many did I get?
270.
101?
270.
No, he got the big number. Yeah, he got the big number.
yeah, you got 270.
That puts me at 660.
That definitely puts you over.
Yeah, it's me and Terry who are still below.
1130. Oh. Right back. I gotta check on cat.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. My internet just shit the bed a little bit, but we're back now. Yes?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Excellent. So, what did I miss?
Nothing.
Nothing. We were just
What?
waiting for you. Really, it's the whole
Yeah, that
everything
was
stopped when you went away.
That was a long one.
I
Obviously, as it should.
Did you get that you had your 111 followers?
Yeah, I got that.
All right. Otherwise, we figured out that Stan can do the resurrect at will, so it's just the time, the hour of time.
Okay, sorry. I had to put the cat and put him in the room with me. Alright. Yeah. Start resurrecting everyone at will now.
Yeah.
Or face dead.
And everyone today.
Yeah, it's rare for me though.
I know.
Yeah.
Even though I've got pretty bad internet.
Yeah. Well, usually my camera just kicks out.
Oh, I have to hit
For
the
some
button
reason.
again.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's my camera? It's right there. The lens is off and everything. Because yeah,
There's only
life
7 guys
life
in
picks
this
up
one.
Mass Cure and Raise Dead. I pick up Raise Dead and Anti-Life Shell.
Yeah, and we get our. Yeah, I know I get modified memory because I've been obviously looking forward to it.
Dominate person.
No. Wait, do I get 9?
The second half, Adam, I don't understand it.
Do I get 9?
Intuition?
You gain a little bit of omniscience. Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, your divine intuition. Yeah. If you know automatically what you want your question to be, you can set it now. Otherwise, we can discuss it between episodes. What question you get to ask.
Okay, I missed the question part.
The question is that you get the question here, divine intuition. If you know what you want your question to be, you can set it now. But otherwise, we can discuss it between episodes.
We'll discuss between episodes because I haven't done one before. Unless Bob wants to do his first.
I have absolutely no idea what I would ask.
Yeah. No, didn't think so.
I don't have any questions.
Like, for example, the god of death might be like, when will someone die?
Yeah, we still need material components for our domain spells, right? Because we're still casting them.
Yes.
You need to
Some
focus.
animals do.
You need focuses. If it's extensive material components, you still need those.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm asking, honestly.
Yes.
Like someone that was smart and went ahead of the time and went and picked up a ton of diamonds off the bat. Just in case.
You worked on it.
I went to Sugar Daddy Bob.
What?
Your camera's off, Bob.
Oh, gosh dang it.
I said I went to Sugar Daddy Bob and he got me diamonds.
Oh, yeah, you did.
So, it is morning. Do you interact? How do you... Stan starts setting out with his hourly...
Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, I'm gonna come
If
back.
you let
to-
Alice guide you, she probably, really probably the organizers know where people are at this point, and if you want to target going to the children and raising the...
Yeah, I'll focus on him first. That's a good call.
I'll get my greater restoration from Rolfur, and then go back to rebuilding,
Mhm.
and just I will take half an hour, or actually I'll take an hour, do my spell prep,
Mhm.
and do make baked goods for my team. We can have a nice hot muffin breakfast. Since we got the best chocolate in the world here, we'll have chocolate chip muffins.
Do I see? Do I see? Finally find Terry in the morning.
Yeah, because Terry comes back for the restoration and to get you guys food. So yeah, Terry would be there.
Okay, excellent. I walk up to Terry and I pull out his 2,000 gold worth of rubies, and I hand it to him.
What feels like a lifetime ago that you requested that might have just been yesterday.
Yep. Ah, good. I was planning to use this on the dragon we were gonna hunt down, but
Well, now it's time for the favor.
Oh, you got it right away. What can I do for you?
Oh, you're fasting for a week.
What?
You are fasting for a week. Do me this favor, fast for a week. It'll help, expand your mind.
How is this a favor?
He thinks
How
it's
is it
funny.
not?
It's. Are you getting
Would you
something out
do
of
it?
this?
Yes. An incredible amount of joy.
No, there's no arcane thing, nothing from Divinity, nothing underhanded, nothing that's like hidden or secret.
No,
This
nothing.
is just for your entertainment.
Just for my entertainment.
That simultaneously makes this favor better and worse.
Hey, rubies ain't cheap, yo.
Well, it's the cost of the delivery, I guess.
Holt looked like looking at the half-eaten chocolate chip muffin.
I take it out of his hand. Eat it.
I don't know. Are you
These
still?
muffins are great, though. Really,
Are
knock
you-
this one out of the park.
Are you still expecting him to cook as well?
I mean, if that's what he feels like doing during his time of reflection.
What is
As
it
I'm
that,
licking the chocolate off my fingers.
and what should I be reflecting on, old man?
I mean, you're a god. Reflect.
I just wasn't sure if that was part of the favor or not.
No, just a week of fasting. You can have water. Unflavored, of course.
You know, fasting does allow nutrients.
I give him his belly a little pat and I go, you have enough. See you in a week.
You're not gonna see him over that time?
Yeah, you'll gain so much knowledge. I mean, you'll understand the plight of the hungry and whatever.
There's an extra good part coming up.
So note that I'm not denying this.
You cannot. I'm not taking back the stuff. The favor has been paid. You don't get to give back the things. Those are
I
yours
mean-
now. The favor is mine.
Do you have a lawful alignment? You could just tell him no.
Yeah, like, I mean,
If
No,
you,
he
do you
already
have a chaotic
accepted.
alignment?
I
You can
made
tell him
sure-
yes and eat anyways.
no, Terry is definitely lawful.
Yeah,
I
But,
made sure he accepted it first.
So,
Yeah, depends on how bound by your word are you.
well, I guess I'll start that week as soon as we're done here.
Oh, no, now.
At this point, it's like he's asking like 3 or 4 favors.
Mm-hmm.
Fast for a week, fast starting right now, fast with these conditions.
I'll give it my best shot.
Don't be Dresden. Actually count things on your hand with your
Mhm.
fingers.
And with that, Terry will then take. There would be water at breakfast, so he just takes a glass of water and just sips some, glaring, and because I'm going to go back to work, and I'm going to try to busy myself so that I do not think about
I spend the
any of
day
this.
in different disguises eating in front of Terry.
I love how much you're helping the city as Terry goes about helping the city.
I'm sorry. I killed a dragon. Is there something else you need me to do for the city?
Wow.
Yeah. So, taking stock of stuff around, is there anything that we're being asked of us?
Just checking some. Yeah, I guess probably. Well, no, there's no rules for that. What is rules for? There's DMG.
Well, Bob, not as hilarious as I thought it would be, but definitely whiskey worthy.
Just kind of a dick move.
Yeah. Now, is there a spell component to it that you're going to cast on him or something? Is my curiosity.
No, this is just for funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's just telling a joke. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, definitely can help with some of the rebuilding. While they're working on that, if you're able to maintain your mansion, because it will, I mean...
Yeah, I can cast it once a day.
Yeah, so that would obviously help until people have homes to return to. With your fabricating and stuff, do you need an influx of materials to fabricate with, or what?
I mean, yeah, I do need to have the materials. So I assume that I am going around and basically fixing up buildings the best that I am able to.
Okay.
I mean, there's raw materials there to make a path also if people are stuck.
Mm-hmm. And if we need to start burning creation points on literally putting out materials, then I mean, so be it.
Okay.
I'm glad that we didn't have to worry about that yesterday, though. I was almost out of spell slots from all that dragon fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pounded through all that magic.
I mean, that whole round it lasted.
It's like 2 rounds.
Yeah. Well, combat in 5e is always super quick. At least when it's like party on one creature. Well,
and that creature was at a severe disadvantage. His legendaries were used up, and he failed every save.
Yeah.
Failing every save isn't a disadvantage from the start. Yeah, he'd also taken I don't know, was it 16 damage or something from the townsfolk? He was totally
that's pretty good.
Softened up for you.
He would have survived until his turn again.
Yeah. Well, of good news, Terry. Character can go without food for a number of days equal to 3 plus his or her constitution modifier. At the end of each day beyond that limit, the character automatically suffers 1 level of exhaustion as the penalty.
Terry has 2 plus 2 constitution, so he's got 5 days.
And then after that, that's painful. The point being, exhaustion is the downside, which if you just keep working, then it is just removing your tiredness exhaustion. He's just removing your.
I have Greater Restoration available again now, since Raise Dead is definitely off the list on my spells used. So my spell slots are cleared up again.
I am okay. So Terry is wholly unconcerned by the physical effects of not eating. Wholly unconcerned. It is entirely. What's terrible is that it's a will thing. Denying oneself. That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
So the first day out, isn't too bad because you're able to definitely keep yourself busy. But near that evening, it is announced that a banquet will be held in your honor the next day for the help that you did to defeat the dragon. And seeing as everyone thinks you were there, you're definitely invited.
Can I ask?
Bob.
I want to ask the king.
Okay.
To, instead of a banquet, can we feed the homeless people?
He does, note that, several of the factories in the area have really already taken care of that.
I mean, I am.
You are, actually all 3 of the main confectioners are working on that end.
Yeah. And all my followers.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
So me, one of my followers, and then the guy that we compete
It's actually, he says, it's the reason I held off another day is to make sure that we were able to assess things properly.
Oh, he held off another day.
He would have had it today. But he wanted to make sure that his people were fine before he would.
Maybe we should like. Still a little close in time to like the devastation. Maybe we could push it off a few more days. Just to make sure that no one's sore about it.
Make a persuasion check. With
Okay.
disadvantage, because he's already, told some people about this.
Oh crap.
He'd have to be backing on his word.
I've got plus 13. Let's see how this goes. Oh, come on.
Remember how I was following him around eating things?
Shut up.
I'm going to counter that with my own.
I went to the king.
Yeah, I've been following you.
How do you follow me to the king?
Yeah, who are you as?
Yeah, as
You're
a
asking the
guard.
Lord, how does he follow you?
Sneaky.
So a guard in the room with us starts
Oh,
counteract.
no, I just turned into the old man.
Oh, you bitch. Well, my 13 plus 9 gets me 22, which is not going to beat Bob's infinite.
I rolled a 3, so that's
No, you
just
didn't.
26.
You rolled a 10.
Yeah, I rolled a 3, it counts as a 10, so that's a 26. To counter him. Would you like me to roll at a disadvantage? It will still be a 26, for the record. Oh, wait, I have advantage. Because it's a charisma check, and I am the old man.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 6, which is so same number, 26.
Adam, I do have a request.
Okay.
That so the basis of Terry's persuasion was based on making sure that people don't feel slighted, that the higher ups are having a good time, while the lowers can. My request is that the persuasion that the old man got helps the little people somehow.
Okay, since that's your argument, my argument is that through the generosity of the old man, I shall fund a feast day for the entirety of the castle, and I pull out, or the entirety of the kingdom, and quick mental math, that can't cost more than 1,000 gold, right?
Depending on what level you're... First off, are you targeting kingdom or city?
City.
Okay. Make sure is the word you used. And, I mean, for a feast could definitely be well more than that.
I mean, a gold per person. A gold per person, we're talking hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a full gold per person, though.
At the point where you're calling it a feast, yeah.
But the point is that he's saying that he's willing to put down... You're willing to put down how much money?
Put down some money for the feast day.
Okay.
How much money are you putting down?
I open up my portable hole and I take out...
You're just... and you're, I'm guessing, doing this, what? Where?
In the throne room.
chamber room?
Yeah, I'm like, excuse me one moment.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm gonna pull
You definitely catch some eyes from some of the people that are...
that is the wrong... come here. Okay, so...
You're taking this too far, Bob.
But you learned something important. He's got a ton of money in that hole.
As did a number of guards and families of guards.
Yeah, so I give the full 16,000 copper, the full 17,000 silver.
So you spend your day counting out the small change to work through.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then 10,000, and then I give them 10,000 gold.
So he is legitimately going to be able to provide like a hot meal to pretty much everybody in the city.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it depends if there's that much food still in the city.
And as you're walking away, as I'm counting, and I'm just like, see what good your fasting is doing?
I mean, to be fair, yeah, you could credit your... You wouldn't be doing that if you weren't fasting.
Yeah.
So Terry is like, 2. This covers 2 parts of your favor. And he walks out. Terry had no intention of going the full week. But now,
So that was all copper, all silver, and 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
that is legit, like a good hot.
Yep.
Wow.
All in the name of the old man.
Hmm.
I love how I put these numbers on my paper and they disappear like so fast.
Well,
Anyways,
that was a thing.
yeah, we're going to kind of jump a little bit of time
Sure.
going through here. Do you attend the feast?
Oh yeah, I have to.
Okay. The way they organize some things, they definitely work to... It basically comes down to also buying and paying people throughout the city to help,
Terry is going to, even before the feast, make sure that it is known, like amongst the people that he sees and talks to, that he is fasting for that he's fasting in respect and deference to the population, and in as a sign of camaraderie and mourning.
I'm not being offensive. Like? I will do better.
You don't like our food?
You're like, no, I must make sure everybody else gets to eat. Please.
Which ultimately some of that, because you're like, and who are you making that clear to? Like
anybody and everybody that sees Terry, like
unless you put some damage control, that is entering into a part of your religion. That sort of like fasting, that indulgence in, which I don't know if that's necessarily gets what you like. Indulge in the good times and fast through the harshness.
You know what? This is organic. We'll let it go.
Hey, David, remember when you fucked with my religion and I told you you'd pay for it?
I don't think he did.
Natural growth.
Yeah, I didn't hear Yoshi say anything about that.
I don't remember what the situation was, but I do remember him saying that because he felt that way.
Yeah.
Bob, do you remember what a day was that I did? What is it I entered into your relationship? Into your religion? What did I do?
You wrote something down, or you told someone about the way that you were based on your assumptions.
Dictating terms about what the old man's about.
Yeah, but
my religion, you won't like.
But like, what was it that I did? How did I fuck with that? Remind me.
Oh, I don't remember. Don't remember at all. I just remember that I owed you a favor.
I really think that you're just making it up, to be honest. I think that you just have this imaginary thing that happened.
It's entirely possible that it was in a fever dream and it didn't really happen. That doesn't change the fact that you obviously have to pay.
I dreamed that you were mean. Suffer.
Listen, it works for a lot of women. I believe in equal rights.
I just remember the Book of Grudges, not what the actual grudge was for.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, in the general scheme of things, that's a really good counterpoint to your religion, so no one can ever look at it and be like, oh, that's just the fat, indulgent, whatever. It's like, no, you understand. It's balanced by the time of mourning, where you give up the most important thing. And, hey, you got a whole bunch of people fed. Yeah, I'm getting credit for it, but
and I'm okay with that.
Otherwise, presumably, keep up the task of your rebuilding things. Stan is basically 24 hours a day, healing 24 people a day, and once that's done, resurrecting people, 24 people a day. And those in most need, they're able, to organize things. Terry's followers literally bringing them to you on Terry's disc.
Yep.
Rolfur has plenty of notes to keep with all of injured and dead.
The recent dead, yeah.
Yep.
And
there will definitely be some people who can't be the beneficiaries of resurrection, and I can attempt to final conversations between the beloved ones.
Yeah.
Wait, how
No.
come they'd be resurrected?
How long are you guys going to stay here?
There's going to have to be a cutoff unless you want to stick around for like the next year or two.
It's not
2
that long.
weeks.
About 850, he basically heals 24. We'll say, for math, about
Yeah,
25 a day. So
Does-
4 days is 100 people.
I'd say we'd say 2 weeks to make sure that it's rebuilt. This is Billy Bonka's center of power, so we need to make sure it stays strong.
Yeah.
Plus, it would give me time to,
Maybe find another dragon during that time frame.
Yeah, I think I'm going to spend that time in the library researching.
So how long are you thinking to stay?
2
You
weeks
think-
is fair.
Can we get it
That's
all
it.
done in 2 weeks,
2
Adam?
weeks, let's see here.
And I'm going to spend that time in, trying to find more dragons.
That would probably heal close to around 700. That would resurrect close to about 700 of the people. If Terry spends that time continuing to fabricate and basically cut things down. Billy, were you doing anything towards?
Yeah, I'll definitely help out with what I can. Something that I wanted to do though was so Chuck, how is he fine?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
managing things with some of the stuff.
Because he had received the novel that I wrote.
Mhm.
It had finally arrived on ship to him.
Yeah.
Something that I wanted to do
Mhm.
was I wanted to use Magnificent Mansion to set up a printing press area so that he'd be able to quickly copy the book. He would still need to bring in the ink and the paper in order to do it, but the servants and the materials in order to have it to where it would be able to copy the books. I could at
So
least
you need to bring in all the raw goods, but you have servants and machines to copy it.
Yeah, I would say you can't do that. You can't make that kind of machine. But no, you can't make a printing press. You can make what you need for the servants to manually do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and set that up as a copy mansion, and I'll go ahead and set that up in
So
a wing of the my wing of the chocolate factory as one of the doors.
can you have more than one magnificent mansion at a time?
Nothing prevents me from doing that.
I'm pretty sure you can. I think you have to. If you summon another one, the first one disappears.
Let's see.
That's how I always understood it. I could be, of course, wrong.
It's definitely how I understood it, but he has the ability to make something permanent. So, it's like,
You could make the Billy Bonka factory even more of a fever dream.
Yeah. There is no entry about what happens if you recast it. So there is no the previous one disappears or anything of that nature.
Neat.
and that's
do
within
have
your
to
frame
invite
for whatever I gave you for
everyone.
making it permanent.
Yeah. and
All
then-
right.
You have to invite everyone in personally, I think.
Yeah, I
Upon
have
casting, you have to invite people, or you have to be there present to invite people in.
Even if so, he can easily do that while he's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a minor technical issue.
Because the only real people he needs in are those to cart in and cart out stuff. Otherwise, it's all internal invisible servants that are
doing the
doing
actual-
everything.
There's two things I want to do in those 2 weeks, Adam.
Okay.
I want to research for more dragons are, because we don't have enough money. Big
Okay.
problem.
General
And
or targeting anything?
I want to find that opalescent dragon that
Moonstone?
Alice was looking for. Yeah, the moonstone. And the second thing is I want to meet with Billy Bonka and Chuck to get our the chocolate foil wrapped coins.
Oh yeah.
Get that rolling for our holiday in the fall.
Okay. You're
Like
at the
it-
start of
yeah,
winter, so fall is past, so you got...
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Next year.
Yeah.
So we're going to have it all set up so that we can make.
Because
chocolate
we also
coins.
need to advertise the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I do have.
from
Okay,
assuming you are sticking to a hard 2-week deadline, Rolfur, you spend your time arranging around 150 funerals.
Yeah, more or less. Get together with what funerals, with what people we have in here, and this is the main job that we should be doing.
And with that, you're probably able to target people that there isn't a. I mean, there's sadness in their passing, but there isn't a huge sense of basically leaving the eldest to that. The people that, okay, maybe they were robbed of 2 years, kind of, maybe, not feeling like it's a huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely did an age of order of age with this whole able to belt out 24/7.
There is a point probably on that second day where they're carting up someone to you, someone really small, but this scaly guy just kind of wakes up in a bit of a stupor. Where's Spot's friend?
Where's my boy?
Where's my boy? Spot's big friend.
Spot's big friend? I might have gotten him already. Move along, please. I have other people.
Move along, sir.
He runs off, looking upward in the sky.
And the cure wounds, he's out of here. I got other people to deal with.
It's my boy.
That's concerning. Squat's big friend.
What do you think Squat's big friend is? No. Squat's big friend is the dragon.
Yeah.
Squat just found the dragon. And now he woke up after, I don't know, something happened. He fell asleep all with the dragon.
I didn't know that Squat was a weirdo like that.
Yeah.
He's very weird.
Squat's very weird. Squat's also immortal.
I have several questions.
He's my worshiper.
He is.
What was done with the dragon?
Skin.
Skin? Yeah, I think well, I don't know. You left. Did you?
I left. I probably would come back and ask them to skin it for armor sets.
Okay.
We definitely need to get armor sets for us, but we need stuff for the kingdom.
You're
too.
around earlier than him for that if you wanted to push things in a certain direction.
And David is, or I am. I think
David
David would be there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, David. So it's yours
I'm gonna actually
to deal with at this point.
Absolutely. Going to make sure that they have appropriate materials and things to butcher it, because dragons are full of all kinds of arcane energies and powerful resources. On top of that, dragons sometimes can affect areas around them when they're rotting, so we want to make sure that this thing is butchered and cleaned as fast as we can get it.
Okay.
So
I mean, as things like butchering begins, it starts leaking poisons out of it.
Yep.
As it's being cut into. So
I am going to go ahead and use creation to make antidotes, basically poison antidotes for people that are handling it.
Okay.
So I also, since we have 2 weeks,
Yep.
On a conservative estimate, can fully repair or fully recharge my my apron in 3 days. Although it's technically possible for it to be, it's on average it'll be refilled in 2.
Mm-hmm.
So can we say over 14 days, give it maybe 5 uses of full powered things? So would it be fair to say we can get everybody one very rare magical item or 2 rare or lower magical items?
You know how your ability works much better than me, so is really what you're asking is how quickly it recharges?
Oh no, like I've done the math on it. I recharge at D8 plus 2 or something. I've got 12 charges, and it takes 12 charges to make my biggest thing, which would be a up to very rare magical items. So my question for you is: are you okay with hand waving and just saying that that Terry just spends the time
and that covers all the components that you need for it? Yeah, no, that's. I mean, that does take away some. I mean, how much time does that take per? Is it?
Since it's casting that, which is like a minute for creation. Fabricate with my magic is another 10 minutes.
So you're taking a few hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So So yeah, everybody, if you want a magic item or two, Terry will be able to provide that for you over this 2-week period.
Okay, so it's one very rare or two rare.
Yeah,
Correct?
because like the rares are going to be a way lower value than the very rares. So.
Okay.
Works.
Cool.
Sure.
Or if
Like
you want,
each person gets one, or everyone gets, or the whole party gets 3.
No, like I could do that up, like, assuming I get conservative rolls, like I roll low, I can do this 5 times. So that should be enough for one for everybody, not including our little girlfriend.
That's fine.
What?
Alice.
Oh, girl, comma friend. Okay.
Yeah. Alice.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Now,
what?
if I would like, hey, can we say that she gets one too?
I mean, she doesn't know what
Yeah,
she
but-
wants, so.
Okay.
Magical items.
I don't feel like
I-
looking through the book right now to figure out what I want because I'm trying to run a game.
Yep.
Can we say that she get one and just pick it later?
Don't worry about that. She'll worry about the armor because he's looking up for the moonstone dragon.
Yeah.
So when you have the
Okay.
materials for that, she'll worry.
Yeah, I don't think I can even. wear
Many of her followers are being prioritized first in this healing. She is not feeling like anything is being slighted from her. She is seeming a lot happier than when you were in the Great City. She is a lot more in her element in the city that's founded around chocolate and cake than in the city that's founded around, murder and theft.
I would like to state once again that was not my fault.
Nope, you just picked it up.
That was unorganized gangland. He was offended by them.
Yeah. Organize
Yeah,
yourselves.
Yeah, I was actually really annoyed due to lack of organization.
How dare this be unstructured? If you're gonna be a bad guy, be a bad guy properly.
Yeah.
To be proficient in firearms, I need specifically firearms proficiency, right? Oh no, they're under martial. Okay. I don't think I get martial.
No,
I'm a
you're
rogue.
rogue.
You should have
So,
some stuff because of the cleric abilities, right?
What?
After the feast and after the whole religious change that you inspired, and all the stuff that you did, Terry does go through 5 days. Once he starts getting like exhausted and not being able to keep up with things, he starts eating matzah. Like sits down.
The flatbread, yeah.
Yep, sits down with you at breakfast with his water, pale as shit, and just pulls out matzah and just looks at you.
Yeah, I just kind of go, holy shit, you're still fasting?
Oh,
Just completely shocked.
yeah.
Nope, you see what level of man of word he is.
Yeah. Just, disappointed father voice. Unfortunate that you couldn't, keep it up the entire time, but I understand.
Just no response, just looking at you, eating matzah.
David, I did want to thank you. You restored my Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very rare version, the full power version.
So what's that do?
It's warlock bonuses, plus
Yeah.
2 attacks on Eldritch Blast, stuff like that.
So your warlock is celestial, right? So do you have a I guess your motif is diamonds.
I already have my most powerful item on hand.
Okay,
Built
well,
in my gear.
I am absolutely going to deck yours out to be sparkly and fit with your armor. It is also gaudy.
Wait, are you going to put those rupees on me and use me as a spell focus?
Huh? No, those rubies are mine. I need to be
Okay.
able to cast that when I need to, not necessarily just when you're around. But no, the point is that like a lot of the material cost that yours was in diamond and things to help with your celestial connection. So
Hmm?
can we say, Adam, that his Eldritch Blast now shoot like diamond sparkles?
He can
Well,
make his own
that's up to
flash look
him.
like whatever he wants.
Yeah, it can look like whatever he wants.
I'm
So.
doing the bling blast.
Awesome, the Blink Blast. That's fantastic.
Oh wow, a couple of you are really shooting up. You are not able to get a definitive location on a moonstone dragon, although the only knowledge or rumors of where they might be would lead you into Jade Country.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes sense, but
David, for my item, a very rare ring of telekinesis. Thank you.
yeah, I was looking at that
Are you
too.
joining the party?
What?
Joining the party on our thoughts?
What telekinesis, not telepathy?
Telepathy. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Over this week, did Ryan give you telepathy?
But that's not up to me.
I asked the old man at some point, I guess, since we have the sit-down meeting to talk about coins, if he wants to join in on the telepathic bond.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, we'll have to gather everybody again so I can...
You can do that regularly in an evening.
Terry still insists, even through his fasting, that people people get together for breakfast.
Yeah.
Whether or
Yeah.
not people do, as you know.
Throughout these 2 weeks, I give away the musket with the ammunition, the heavy crossbow, and the crossbow to random people for no good reason. Including if I can find Squat, he gets the musket.
You can find Squad.
I'm an agent of
You're
chaos.
able to ping people when they pray, and you hear from him on the daily. It's not really anything specific. It's more of just a normal conversation that he's having.
You gotta pick up that phone.
And sometimes he
I
notices
pick
that you
up
say
that phone.
stuff back, so he knows you're
Yeah.
listening.
I pick up that phone and I'd be like, I give it to him, and I just, like, without changing anything else, wear the face of a green dragon to match the correct size, and just be like, go get my revenge. Recruit more kobolds. And I leave.
Wow.
Just, like, bites in his mouth.
Yep. like that dagger in the dude, except a musket, and he's
Yeah.
small.
So he's got 21 shots. Have fun.
He'll waste at least half of them.
If the gun
I
doesn't
imagine that
kill
he's
it.
never gonna think to pull the trigger with his finger. You gotta set up a cable around that so that they shoot themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I find a random person in the city looking for vengeance and give him a heavy crossbow, and then definitely, sure, a young woman wronged, and I give her the light crossbow. And then that guy, when it's nighttime, I go and I just stack 240, because I gave 20 bolts to each of the crossbow people, 240 bolts in front of his door. Just stacks.
You're like, I don't want to bother with these anymore. What do I do with all this?
Oh yeah.
You're just clearing your inventory.
Yes, I am.
And you're like, how do I make
Yeah,
jokes?
I can't use the gun. As much as I'd love to, can't use it.
I think it's just disadvantage.
And the little unicorn doll I got,
Okay.
I give it to a small child who was wronged by a sibling. It's probably a girl. Yeah, just a little girl who was wronged by the sibling. The old man shows up with a gift, the little unicorn.
Anyone else targeting to do anything during their week of restoring the city?
Nothing special.
David, I've got 40 emeralds. I like run up to Terry. I'm like, I have 40 emeralds.
I assume you have lots of things.
I mean,
Oh, we still doing stuff. Sorry, I had to, my cat just shit on the floor.
yeah, the honeycomb.
Your cat's being a real jerk today.
He's
So,
Or
he's
sick.
having trouble.
I
He's
run
in-
up and I'm
yeah, he's
just
having
like,
trouble, so.
there has to be people in this town who committed great acts of bravery against the dragon. We have emeralds that we could make into honorary badges that would also support them if they got into financial trouble. And I just give him a sack of 40 emeralds. I'm like, your problem, and walk off.
He just walks up to you. Here, we can help people.
Oh.
So yeah, now I got the sack of 40 emeralds out of my inventory as well. Listen, I got this much space for inventory, and then I have the overflow. Don't like having things in overflow. Yeah, I could have gotten rid of the 7 glass vials, but what if I need those?
Is this city a port city?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yes, in fact, Dahlport is a port city.
Yep, you're right.
It's not a fortified wine. It's a port city.
Well,
That
then.
was funny. Shut up.
I don't know drinks.
A fortified wine is called a port.
Oh.
Yep.
I thought it was a different thing other than a blessing.
When you brought up the emeralds, I thought you were going to be giving them to the Honeytongue College for more advertising, I guess.
Do you want us to go buy more advertising? I'm pretty sure we overpaid the first time.
And that's up to you.
Because I don't know about the embezzling, remember?
Right.
I'm really sure we overpaid the first time, so no, I wouldn't think of that. Because you embezzled the overpayment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of you. So proud. If
Uh,
the old man knew, he would be both proud and annoyed. You'd have to pay, of course.
The only spell that uses emeralds is Sequester, which is not a great spell.
That's not what they're for. They're for helping people. So greedy.
Let's see. I mean, it's only 40 emeralds.
Yeah.
I mean, finding 40 people. I'm not having this discussion. I accepted it.
Yeah. You're like, oh no, these are mine now.
Yeah.
In fairness, the old man is just like, this scheme should pay off eventually, and walks away.
Anyone bother figuring out how much those are worth?
Nope. Sure didn't. It was probably about 5,000 or 6,000 gold worth of emeralds. Probably more.
I am gonna take the time to. You know what? The way that the spell works, I don't need to figure out how much it's worth. I am going to take the emeralds and use supply and demand.
You're embezzling. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh, I'm corrupting the entire party.
Okay, so target an object you touch throughout the duration of the spell and decide an amount you would part with it for.
Ah, damn. Okay.
You could probably identify
Yeah.
those in cost, right?
I'll get them. I'll either appraise them myself or get them appraised. I don't know what it takes to do that.
Are you proficient with a jeweler's kit? And have that? It's using a jeweler's kit to appraise them.
Then yes, I do it myself.
Okay. They're basically 1,000 gold each.
Okay. Yeah, I will
Okay.
attempt
Now.
to do that for 1,000 gold each.
So you're just gonna get 40,000 gold.
The DC is. What was the DC set on that? Let's see.
This is
What happened
a
on
city.
Or something.
I guess it would be what, 15?
I'm just saying, you'll be richer than me if you steal all of it.
Well, if I manage to sell all of it, but
What are you stealing, David?
I gave him emeralds
not
to be
stealing,
given
I'm
out
embezzling.
to...
And you're trying to
Yeah.
go for normal cost?
I'm trying to find the spell.
Yeah.
Well,
I have it in front of me, though. You're just doing normal cost? Because
I'm trying to figure out what the DCs are.
15 to get 1,000 gold per, and basically you'd be able to go until there's no longer someone here that would buy it.
Yeah.
So once you fail one, then...
Okay. What's the DC? What are the DCs going up from that?
hold on, I have to check this one.
I don't know. If you guys got money to throw around, you could get
And
some
then
of
you
it to
could...
try.
And basically you get... if you want to try and sell it for half as much, you can have advantage on that. If you want to sell it for 1.5 times, so an extra 500 each, you'd have disadvantage on it. And it's a luck DC.
Oh, DC 15?
Yep.
Okay. I have +4 to luck, and I have lucky points. So yeah, I will go for 1.5 times.
Okay.
And give myself Lynx's, do it with Lynx's luck as well. So I'll be rolling flat, and for each one. So, I've got. So I guess. So do you want me to roll that? How many times?
You'd need to go kind of one at a time, because once one fails, then there is no longer a buyer in the city.
Gotcha.
And then you can't really attempt again because everyone fails after that point.
Okay.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you fail on the first one.
I'm gonna use guidance as well.
Yeah, Terry, if you give me a cut, I'll give you permanent Lynx's luck.
No, it's a good idea, but Adam doesn't have luck checks used as often as he advertised, so no. I literally had to make a spell to do it, to be able to use the luck stat, so.
I don't like luck, so I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, I also put percentage rolls in my game, so...
Yeah, it came up in Bob's story.
Okay,
no,
so...
I use percentage.
We are gonna...
No, I'm talking about whether or not the dragon horde had something.
Yeah. But, yeah. So we're rolling flat.
Oh, yeah.
No, I literally added it to the percentage roll of how good of a horde does it have.
Okay.
I had a garbage horde.
It
so,
did.
16 plus
But it had a lot better one than it was going
20. So, if you want to move on to somebody else, I'll let you know the totals.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything over those couple of weeks? Obviously, Stan, you're basically completely booked.
That's I told you everything I was doing, along with giving David a literal fortune in emeralds.
To the effect of, in order to keep you going, you probably, once they figure out what's involved, have people literally spoon feeding you so you can keep casting while eating.
I don't think I need that either.
Oh. I'll go ahead and do that then. So at the point to where Chuck, me, and the old man are having our meeting, talking about the gold foil coins for the what did we want to call this holiday?
Oh God, why are you asking me for
You
names?
should clearly just call it a trick or treat or something.
Or the dragon fall.
Yeah, probably
tricks and treats. It's clearly.
Yeah,
tricks and treats.
Yeah, tricks and treats. Okay.
Not and. That way both of us get pretty equal representation. Because kids are little shits. That's why I love them. They're awesome.
So we'll have the fall festival of tricks and treats.
Yep.
I asked the old man, and it's so we're going to go ahead and go with this idea. I asked the old man if he can make any sort of investment into the factory in order to make sure that it's up to production by the time the holiday comes around to be able to ship this stuff out.
I'll look at Charlie, who's in charge of the factory right now, and say, how much is that going to cost so that it's relatively inexpensive for the kids to do it? How much does the church need to kick in?
Well, I was asking whether or not you wanted to invest the money to up the establishment to the next level.
Oh, I'm not upping your establishment, no.
Well, the establishment is the factory.
Yeah, I know, but that's not... that has nothing to do with anything.
That wasn't the question he asked. He asked Chuck how much to do a next level of upgrade on the factory so that everything's up and running. And what level is it currently?
It's 2.
I'm not asking to upgrade the factory. I'm asking how much it will cost to subsidize the
So
chocolate.
from second to third would be 4,000.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm asking.
He's trying to gank a free level out of Bob. I love it.
But that's the answer that you're given.
Yeah.
I repeat that is not what I am asking.
No, we can manage to upgrade the factory enough where it'll work to allow that.
Again, not what I'm asking.
Well, the point is that by doing that, we'll be able to have the production space where the remaining factory can still develop what it already does, to afford things. Really, it's the upgraded to machinery and that's the part that we need in order to be able to get this through the pipeline in a timely manner, is to have dedicated parts of the factory just able to produce this once things have finished in development.
Insight check. I don't believe him. Insight check.
Yes, Terry?
Can I keep rolling if I got a 14?
I don't mind if I have to roll a deceit check against
if you get below, you can't keep rolling for that, but you are going for 1.5. If you then want to carry on and try for 1, you can continue from there, and then you can try for half. In other words, you can go down the next level to see, is there someone that'll take it if I go lower?
Yeah, because I managed to get 6 of them out at 1.5. But we'll
31 on my insight check.
31?
Can I roll an opposed deception check against him?
Sure.
It's at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. That doesn't matter to me, though. So, right. Disadvantage. Okay. So
wait, let me check on something real quick before we go crazy.
Okay.
No, that's not it. Where is it? There it is. Oh, that's insight checks against me. Never mind. You're at regular. Sorry. You roll regular.
Okay. I'm at right.
So the first one, yeah. Whatever the first one was.
Natural 20.
The shit?
Yeah. Yeah, my disadvantage roll would have been a 16, but natural 20 was the first roll.
Okay, so what's your number?
That puts me at 37.
Yeah. See, the point is, you could subsidize the chocolate cost, but it would actually cost more than doing it this way. So if we do it this way, it's the better.
That, and in the coming years, we wouldn't have to put as much in.
So you're putting in the other half?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put in whatever my half of the Dragon Horde was. That's fine.
You don't have any of the Dragon Horde.
I know.
Not yet.
No, he doesn't.
It's
have
2
any
weeks.
of
I don't think that he's splitting that.
During the 2 weeks, I'm totally gonna be handing out money from the emeralds. But
okay, so what's half of the freaking upgrade?
Half, I guess, would be 2,000 gold.
Yeah, I give
Pennies for you.
Chuck, I give Chuck 2,000 gold.
Yeah, and 2 to 3 is a total of 4,000. The establishment is the cheapest to upgrade. And 60 days, so you can mark basically day like what, 161.
We're on day 161. And
no, day 161 is when that'll be upgraded.
Okay.
We're on day like,
One
I
and
guess
one.
1 and
Alright.
14 by the end of this. But
So, honestly, I did give David more than half of the Dragon's Horde.
So, are you going to just keep all of that money to yourself?
You don't know about any money.
Well, Terry
The
does.
answer was yes, he is.
Yeah,
Terry
Terry,
knows
I think
about
someone
emerald.
would eventually ask, hey,
no,
none of
Terry knows about the money in your portable hole. You opened it up in front of him.
He left when I opened it up, and I was pulling out copper.
Yeah.
Rolfur knows.
Terry saw, but like he doesn't care. That's just something the old man has.
Yeah.
Rolfur also knows
Why is Rolfur now?
because of things with his connection to the king and prayers. He has access to that information.
Well, they don't know the
He
totals.
probably, he doesn't know the total, but he knows that. Well, I guess I know he doesn't know it's from a dragon horde. He does know that you're walking around with really what.
Okay.
Oh, please help that not to have been my coffers.
Well, no, I'd go ahead and check the treasury and go, no, your numbers are good.
All right. So when Terry's handing out, the morning that Terry's handing out magical items,
Mhm.
he hands them out as he finishes them, but also just as he goes along, He also hands out cuts of the of funds that he managed to get through other means. He does say, privately ask the old man, "Did you want a cut of what was left over from the emeralds?"
No,
Okay. Um,
that was
Then-
for the children and widows of those.
I think
great
it was
heroes,
specifically
of
for the
course.
heroes related to
Yeah.
the,
Yeah,
the heroes.
there's surprisingly few heroes, but
Oh,
They're all in the room right here.
so
good.
there's in that case, everyone, including Alice, gets 340 platinum pieces, and I'm not selling them for less than a full price. So I did not sell all of them.
340 platinum.
Oh.
314, you say?
340.
So
Oh,
yeah,
350.
it's 3,400 gold worth of platinum.
That's good money. I can buy actual armor with that.
So now let's catch up 2 weeks of follower gains.
Oh, right.
Did you have any, or did you have anything else to do before?
Hold on. So we got that. How much does it cost to upgrade the establishment to the next 2 levels?
You have to wait until it's done before you can.
Yeah, I know, but I can still give the money.
I'm gonna say really no. You have to wait.
Okay.
You
We're
can
gonna
teleport. It's not like it
Can we
really
have
matters.
David,
Right? You can just show up the next day and be like, here you go.
That's true.
Have David put more stuff in my armor.
There's no
Needed.
automatic roll right into the next one.
Can his armor get diamond and gold bling?
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah, can I just trim it up with gold and like whatever gem I need? Like I'm gonna buy it, but like just put it into my armor. So whenever I do,
Can we
need
like
to
put, like,
focus, just
can we get
join?
like just 100 gold of just like gold cold, what is that called, filigree, just throughout his armor?
I mean, we already got 1,000 worth of diamond in there. May as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he could throw whatever more money he wants to throw at it.
So it is literally gold covered and shining.
My 5th upgrade was 800 platinum, Ryan,
800. Okay.
for the 5th one. I don't know what the 4th is. Are you going on to the? Are you on the 3rd or 4th?
This would be up. The one that we just did was upgrading 2nd to 3rd, and then 3rd to 4th, and 4th to 5th would be the next ones in
Alright.
line.
So, I didn't know you had 2,000 gold lying around.
Yeah. I think Terry gave me quite.
Oh yeah,
bit of
Terry
money.
did give out a whole bunch of gold.
Yeah, Terry's trying to keep the party leveled.
Yeah, well, I have a 300 platinum loan at 12% interest a year too, but that's all going into the church.
Yeah.
I keep spending money on the entire party and get, very little credit.
You don't give them liquid money. You spend huge amounts on them. You don't give them liquid cash. You don't trust them to spend it themselves.
I'm like that old grandfather who will buy you a car but would never give you money to buy a car.
You just waste
And I'm
it.
like a high 20-year-old. I make you feel alive.
Yeah, very controlling.
When I'm handing out the items that I made and the money that was summoned, I do ask everybody, in case, remember, we never know when we're gonna have to just get up and go fight a dragon. So please, let's just make sure that we are ready for one. You guys handled the dragon fantastically. I didn't even have, I didn't have to lift a finger, which is great. But
Big fingers,
What if-
lots of work.
what if what if a demon shows up or something? I mean, let's just make sure that we spend our money wisely and get some
Can I cast-
good equipment.
If a demon shows up, I cast planar binding to keep him here with us.
Oh wow!
Where else would it go?
Back to the river,
That's
where
a
it
good
belongs.
question.
Oh,
If
Ryan,
a demon shows up, you know full
you don't
well
have a
it
bag
came
of holding,
from.
do you?
I do not.
Okay, now you have a bag of holding. I don't
need.
need a bag of holding.
Thank you.
It's just a thing that I'm going to hold on to and totally forget about and wind up blowing up.
And wind up walking into your portable hole.
Yeah, I'm just nope. I don't want this. But I will keep my ring of telekinesis.
Yep.
I
Remember,
need to check my armor.
did you read the ring of telekinesis?
Yeah, cast telekinesis
It can't be done on people.
on creatures. Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine. I don't
okay,
need it
okay.
to be done on people. Yeah, target objects that aren't being carried or worn. Yep, that's
Okay.
fine. 1,000-pound rocks falling sucks. You know.
Yep.
Anything else during your 2-week period? Or should we get to followers?
Nope, I'm just going to continue doing the regular stuff.
Alright, so
Yeah, I'm good with let's get to followers.
over 2-week
turning
follower
again.
gain, Billy gets 1,100 followers. You rolled another one, man.
Oh, wow.
But I do still feel like you're getting up there. Terry gets 1,680. 1680.
Also, can I be rolled later?
I'll try to remember next time.
I'm fine with my placement for the record.
Stan gets 1,710. Rolfur gets 1,200. And the old man gets 1,650. I think some of you have gained another rank. I will have to get that put up. I did not.
2,749.
Yeah, I'm
is
pretty
where
sure
I'm
you
at.
get another. I'll get your details for that.
Okay, sounds
between
good.
sessions.
I'm not in a terrible rush. I mean,
But it's a fun one that we'll get to next time. Otherwise, so you finish the point, or the time that you've set aside. You found that definitely you'd be able to track down a moonstone dragon by going to Jade Country to get more information on where to search. Do you set out?
She needs it. Let's go get it. She gave us a mission.
So, like, where in the Jade Country?
You would have to go to the Jade Country in order to do more research to find out where.
Yeah, just rumors.
Yeah.
Are we going to be
There's
going
a
anywhere
slap in the
that I would be familiar with, or are we far away from where I was?
I mean, you could start where you're familiar with this. You mean, you know places where you're...
I would like to start away from places
Okay.
I'm familiar
That's what I mean. You're at least some
We're
degree familiar
teleporting,
with
so.
a lot of places, just because you would do travel baking.
with. Yep.
So I mean,
And also the war, but yeah.
although many of the places you stayed during that are not places that you would still have any level of familiarity with, just due to that's an encampment and it looks nothing like what it did when you were there. Many of the places you did baking, you have at least relative familiarity with, and they're still the same place. So, as far as if you're trying to teleport to somewhere you know, but you don't have to go to somewhere. I mean, pretty much at this point, you just need somewhere probably within the nation where you're looking up more local history rather than distant.
Yeah. Okay.
just saying, what Alice wants, Alice gets.
Does survival check help at all?
Not for teleporting there, no. Once you're out, if you're trekking around trying to... You know what? Yeah. Make... No, that wouldn't be survival. That would be knowledge arcane. So, no.
Well, guess who has two thumbs in that skill, too?
If you want to make a knowledge
Well, I
arcane...
haven't heard that saying in a while. Thank you for bringing that back.
All right. The greatest, let's see what it does. 23.
Mm-hmm. Where's that book? Not that one. Oh, I turned it backwards. That's right. Moonstone.
Is Moon Dragons evil, or are we going to kill... I mean, I don't care. I'm just asking. Well, old man doesn't care. I'm curious.
You're no longer the most popular god, John.
Hey, about time.
Isn't he still?
Stan.
Stan got him out.
Well,
That's
Stan
true.
Stan got crazy.
I
boosts
just
on this
raised
one.
700 people from the dead.
Yeah. Stan got crazy boosts.
I mean, I assume during that time frame and like a few seconds of like downtime, I'm like, hey, have you chosen a god?
You end up like being supported by your followers that are there to make sure things are known. Let's see. So, moonstone dragons. You believe they have some sort of tie to one of the previous deities, but not specific. From what you know, they tend to gravitate towards places of more significant magical energies. Almost maybe whether a wild magic bit or.
That's neat.
So, while that doesn't tell you where that's going to be, that gives you a little bit of an idea of what you're heading into.
That they're attracted to magic energies.
Yeah. As in, like, environments, as far as where they make their lair.
Okay. So do we know something in the Jade Country that would be applicable to that we could start searching in that area, or a place of learning where we can look up the information there?
Terry, you can make a history check on that one.
Well, gave myself guidance, and with history, I get a +5. So that puts me with a natural 20 at 29.
Okay. You can think of a handful of places to try if you just want to go around them, or at least places to look up. Most of the areas in nature that have those are areas that are related to the war, of areas where enough magic was used that there are just permanent magical scars across the land that nature has sort of refused with. And so some of the areas where you've done battles in the past are the places that would likely have that. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead. We'll Nick out.
Oh, I'm on camera. Sorry, Nick.
But yeah, so
Nick walked by, so I flicked him off.
Yeah,
He's over here minding his own business. How dare he?
I'll go ahead and map out where some of these house faction wars happened, and then we'll just start with the closest one and make our way across the border.
Okay, so you're aiming more for going into the wilderness. You don't want to go into a society to try and do any research.
If we can map it so that we can hit those, we don't want to pass one or the other. So we'll make a map going to town, place, town, hotspot, town, whatever's of order.
I think we're teleporting. So it matters not, is my understanding. I mean, I could be wrong. We're teleporting, right?
I wasn't thinking we were because of how familiar are we with these places. I mean, I've been probably seen them once.
Okay.
I've been there before.
I mean, same, but we couldn't have been more than seen them once.
I mean, what's the worst case scenario if a teleportation is bad?
You at the very least have a number of options for seeing casually.
Okay.
So
I mean, yeah. Okay. In that case, yeah, I could try. I go ahead and detail the concerns about what could go wrong with a teleportation to a place like that.
Haven't I been to
You're gonna die?
Isn't that the place with the Black Guard King guy?
No.
What?
Huh?
What?
no, that's the nation that's between where you're at and there. That if you tried walking there, you'd have to go through.
So
We can walk through. This seems like a nice territory.
yeah. So seen casually, we have a 33% chance for like a 1 in 3 mishap.
And what's the worst case scenario on a mishap?
They were off target.
By how
Basically.
far?
No,
Off-
no,
you
not
get
off
hurt.
target. I didn't say off target. I said mishap.
What's mishap? That's what I asked.
You end up in a rock.
Yeah,
Or hurt.
with
So
taking.
you take a little bit of damage. What's
Yeah,
the chances of all of us dying?
It's just a little bit of damage.
It's
Out of curiosity, what's the save on that?
Well,
the thing
as
is
David
that
says that, David
it's
says
not-
that death roll.
guys. It's not just damage. It's damage and roll again. So 33%
That's
chance
cool.
to take 3d10 force damage. Roll again. 33% chance to take 3d10 more force damage. So like,
Can we
teleporting
dex
is
out of that? Or?
no.
Would we get split up?
No, we don't. Get
I don't
split
think so.
up.
Adam,
We stay together because it's one roll.
It's one roll.
How about teleport us and land us in the sky?
Listen, this
Do
isn't
that?
like the flu network.
so we'd have a 60% chance to get to at least a similar area.
I'm okay with that. I'm
Okay.
okay with them odds.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
roll.
Well, we make sure that we're all nice and healthy, had a good night's rest before we teleport off. Make sure that we have
Cast
some.
aid.
Yeah, make sure that we are all set up the best we can.
Zachariah is going to stay at the factory with Chuck.
Billy Bonka, this kid.
Oh, okay.
Both because this doesn't feel like the best. His odds of that, not the best. Also, can do some promoting here with Chuck, and also it's right next to the Bard School.
That's true.
I don't like the idea of leaving the atheist in one of our big points of power.
What's the atheist gonna do? Stop believing in us?
Yeah. You have not had any sense of him trying to spread his
Yeah,
his
Zachariah
viewpoint.
hasn't done anything like
Yeah.
that. He just
Yeah, but, like,
doesn't.
Listen, the worst thing about the kid is he's fucking obnoxious.
He definitely at this point believes that you're drawing power from the people that are following you, and in general, he is for your goals, so he's not trying to stop you from
How much
having the
is-
power.
How much is his tuition at the school for the Bard College gonna be?
That'll be
10%
based
off
on
now.
testing and things with that I'll have to do to. And actually, hold on. Let me. My brain is telling me something about that.
Is he getting a free scholarship?
Nothing. It is
now?
free. If he tests in, it is free. That school is
What if he
fully
doesn't
funded
test?
by alumni. That was the reason the school was so greedy for money, anyways. Is because it doesn't charge people that are learning the craft.
Okay, I'm gonna.
That's also why they have that influence over those people that they're teaching to say, "Here are the things to tell stories of."
I'm gonna give him 200 gold
Okay.
for school expenses, anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, just here you go, atheist, 200 gold.
Well, so much for keeping
Thank
our
you.
enemies close.
What is he gonna? I'll turn him into a mouse.
I don't see Zachariah causing us any problems.
No, if anything, he'll
And,
probably work to help promote your book.
Yeah.
Get a job. Do work.
He's like, no, don't be.
Yeah. Listen, he's a bit of a jackass, but he's a good egg, and I can't get mad at.
I mean,
someone for being a
one way or
jackass.
another, my opinion doesn't determine what he does.
Hmm.
He's a good egg.
Otherwise, the rest of you gather up and
Yes, I'm mean to him on a pretty regular basis, but he's there.
so I'll roll the percentile. Terry, you roll the luck check. Roll a good luck check.
Can I do a guidance first?
Yeah, you can prepare all that you would be for
Okay.
casting
Cool.
your spell.
All right, let's throw a luck point at that.
Probably.
Oh, my boy.
What was your first roll going to be?
Hold on. We're just gonna, because this is so ridiculous, so we use Discord in order to do our chat functionality. So I just took a little snip of the rolls that I just got.
I'll look at them later when I can
Failed.
actually pull up that window
do you
because
mean
it's
upload?
capturing this, and if I go look at it, it'll destroy the video. Tell
What do
me,
you
what
mean
was the first roll?
Upload failed. That's so dumb. Anyway,
There's a
the
size
first,
limit.
so I get advantage because links. So the guidance was a 4 on the D4.
Awesome. That's great. Good
First
job.
D20 was a 1.
That's pretty bad.
The second D20 with the advantage dice was a 5.
That's also not great.
The luck die, because I spent the lucky point, was also a 5.
Hey, that
So
is pretty lucky.
we're sitting at 13.
Makes
That
you
is
feel
not
good.
enough to get you out of mishap.
Hey, I have aid. And there's no saves,
So-
unfortunate.
No, you were in there. You take 24 force damage each.
I thought it was 3d10.
Wait, what happened? Sorry.
Seven,
I must have
7,
missed
and
it.
10.
Jesus.
The mishap happened.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
all the state-
oh,
how much
You
damage?
you ended up inside of some bit of rock somewhere.
no.
Let's
Raise
see
your
how,
hand if
let's-
you have mass cure wounds for free. It's like, oh no, we took damage. Are we immediately in battle?
Make
no,
it up-
we're
make-
fine.
Make
Oh,
another.
we are? You're
Oh
touch.
boy. Okay, so that's an 18.
So at total percentage of 108 on the second one.
Okay.
You end up very much on. So after a bit of junk and rock, and you all kind of end up frazzled and
So like,
sit, and you
So we-
all kind of like stumble backwards as you land, sitting in a dark room of what looks like an auditorium set up facing some sort of kitchen.
What the hell's kitchen is this?
Wait, how much damage did you just take? Because 108 might hurt some of you guys.
we took a 24.
Yeah, 24 damage. 108 was the percentage of the second one for being on target.
Yeah.
Stay on target.
But yeah, so
Yeah, cure wounds.
thanks.
So we get
Gotta-
all of us get cured up to full.
We're all like spitting out rocks.
He just went to the place
Before
he
you
was
can
most
have the
familiar
thought out of your
with.
head, it's already. Oh, I feel good again.
Otherwise, probably early-ish day, you arrived here in the chef's auditorium.
Jeff? Oh, chefs. I thought you said Jeff's auditorium. I'm like, am I supposed to know a Jeff?
Yeah, it's Chef Jeff.
Chef
Jeff's
Jeff.
auditorium.
Jeff's auditorium. That
let's
hurt.
see.
Master Chef Jeff's auditorium.
I believe this would be in Bow. And
To the food?
the name of the city is Bow.
Yep, it's in Bow.
Ow.
Yeah, B-A-O. And so
There's a very strong culture here.
and that is where we will pick up next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.